Welcome back to another episode of Juice Fade TV. And yes, I'm talking to you, bro. What did I tell y'all before the season started? 5 years ago, 6 years ago, bro, I've been trying to tell you guys about Kentucky and people was calling me crazy. Like, I was saying this before the season even started, even before seeing Big Z make his collegiate debut, bro. I really don't know if we've ever seen a better collegiate basketball team and a deeper team than this team. If you're watching this video and you're a fan of Kentucky, like, stand up, bro. Big BB Nation. I still don't even know what BBN Nation stands for, bro. Stand up, man. Robert Dillingham Nation, stand up. Reed Shepherd, Coach Calipari, bro. Like, I feel like this is Kentucky's time. Like, this is Kentucky's moment. And like I said, Kentucky just assembled one of the best basketball teams from top to bottom that we've seen at the collegiate level from a talent perspective. I feel like in the last few years, like, Kentucky just got their final piece to the puzzle. Like, I know you guys know the Avengers, who else? The Power Rangers. Imagine that last dude. Kentucky just got that last dude. And I'm going to say it. I'm going to keep saying it. Kentucky is going to win the national tournament. And I feel like it's not even going to be close, bro. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably going to say that I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but let's take a step back. Let's come back to reality a little bit. And I feel like we need to talk about something serious now. As you can see from the title of this video, Big Z, 7'2", Zvonimir Ivisic, hopefully I'm saying his name right, from the country of Croatia, man. Big Z, bro. This man just made his collegiate debut for Coach Calipari in Kentucky. I know people can't come to agree with a lot of things that people say or a lot of things that I say, but this collegiate debut by Big Z has to be one of the best collegiate debuts that I've ever seen in my entire life. And I feel like people just really don't understand the situation at hand. Like, this man Big Z is finally clear, but I feel like people don't understand what this man had to go through over the past few months. This man is from Croatia, a country that's 50,000 million miles away from a small state in Kentucky, bro. If you ask somebody from Croatia, have you ever heard of Kentucky? They're gonna be like, bro, like, no, like 50,000 miles away. This man left his friends, his family, his country, his community to come play in the United States of America for Kentucky, one of the biggest prestigious programs in college basketball over the last few years, and the pressure that's actually associated, playing for this program. And then the NCAA is not allowing him to play. They're holding him hostage. He's away from his family. He's also getting sick. He's getting super ill. He's losing muscle. He's losing pounds. He can barely even practice with this team. And then subconsciously, at the end of the day, like, day by day, he has no idea when he's going to get cleared or even be able to play college basketball or even touch the hardwood floor. And then finally, on January 20th, he finally gets the call, bro, from the NCAA that he's officially cleared to play. What a moment, bro. And I feel like this is a crazy blessing and a crazy moment. And I feel like at the end of the day, I know this was a tough past few months, but I think it's safe to say that this was definitely worth the wait for this man, Big Z. I know there was a few NFL games playing at the same time, but I had a chance to watch this game live. And the feeling and the moment watching this game live, seeing what this man Big Z did in that moment in time, like, it's definitely going to speak for itself. And it's something that you had to watch this game live to really understand. Me personally, I was legit getting thrills and chills throughout my entire body watching this man go off. There was absolutely nothing that this man Big Z could not do, and I don't think anybody expected this man to go out there and do what he did, bro. This man was scoring threes. This man was dunking on defenders, setting screens, behind the back passes. This man was out here elbowing people, bro, getting flagrants, technical fouls, hanging on the rim. And at the end of the day, he finished with 13 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, led the entire game in blocks, 2 steals, 5 for 7 from the field, 3 for 4 from 3, only playing 16 minutes in this game. I've been said it even before this season, bro. Kentucky, they were my odds-on favorite to win the title. And the fact that they just got a 7'2" monster that can stretch the floor, play physical, can hit threes, throw no-look dimes, like, Kentucky, bro, they're winning the title. Let's take a quick step back, bro, because there's a lot of things, or there's a few things that I really want to dissect here. And there's a few things that I do want to say about this Kentucky team. So make sure you turn up the volume. And also comment down below if you guys enjoy these Kentucky videos, if you guys want more, and subscribe to the channel, bro. so close to 30K too. But one thing that I do want to talk about, Kentucky just got Zvonimir. I feel like at this point we kind of know who's going to be their players. We know who's going to be the main players that's going to be playing for Coach Calipari. Now, one concern that I actually do have with this team as a whole, and specifically Coach Calipari, is I just want to know, bro, how is he going to manage this team as a whole when it comes to the rotations and also the lineups for this team? You guys know, bro, we've been saying this all season. This Kentucky team, they are deep, probably the deepest team in college basketball right now. They literally have 2 lottery picks that is actually coming off the bench, being Reed Shepard and also Robert Dillingham, and they're just super deep when it comes to the guard spot, bro. I haven't even talked about Antonio Reeves, DJ Wagner, and then also too with their bigs too. People don't even realize it's pretty similar. They have so many guys when it comes to the center power forward positions. They have Trey Mitchell, Aaron Bradshaw, Onienso. They just got Zvonimir, and I feel like you watched this video, bro, you probably forgot about Fierro too, who's been a huge spark to come off the bench. Sometimes I think he starts too. And you guys know, bro, you only can play 5 players at a time whenever you're playing on a basketball court, and somebody on this team, they're gonna have to sacrifice and they're gonna have to lower their minutes when it comes to playing on this team. And I'm just praying to God that it just doesn't cause any disruption or any dysfunction among this team. Now just basing off of like what I have seen throughout this season, I really don't know how that is going to affect this team, because at the end of the day, I do think this is a group of mature players, but I do think at times there are times when it can get a little bit spicy in certain moments when it comes to games that are super close whenever Kentucky's playing. And Coach Cal has to make a decision on who's going to be the 5 players that's actually going to finish out the game. And I'm telling you, bro, this team is just super weird, because you have a guy like Antonio Reeves, who, if you ask a lot of people, they'll actually say he's probably the best player on this team, and he's probably the best scorer and most consistent player on this Kentucky team. And there's games that I've watched where he's not even touching the floor the last 3 to 4 minutes in a game on a consistent manner. And like I said, coach has to make a decision on, do I play Antonio Reeves at the end of the game? Do I play Reed Shepard and Robert Dillingham? Do I play DJ and Reeves? Do I play DJ and Reed Shepard? Like, coach is gonna have to make a decision. And then, like I said, it's pretty similar when it comes to the bigs. Do I want a shot blocking machine and a guy that can affect the rim in Aaron Bradshaw and Onienso? Do I have Trey Mitchell out there for veteranship? Do I have Big Z out there? We still don't know what he's gonna be doing on a consistent basis too. So I feel like there's gonna be a lot of conversations among fans, among people in the Kentucky community. So I'm just praying that's really not going to affect the team. But personally, though, if you want me to be completely honest, I actually do think that Trey Mitchell is that one player that I feel like Trey Mitchell just has to be on the floor at the end of the game every single game. You guys know how I feel about Reed, Rob, and everybody, but I feel like Trey Mitchell, like, he's probably the most important player. Not probably. Trey Mitchell is the most important player on this team. So I think he has to be on the floor. Another guy I feel like that has to be on the floor is Robert Dillingham. I think he's probably been the most clutchest player on this team when it comes to those big time moments. And then I think Coach Cal can figure everybody else out as they're playing throughout the game to see who should be in those moments. But, you know, with Big Z coming back, I hope he can be a player that can really help this team out offensively and defensively. And if this man can just hit threes on a consistent basis and at least affect the rim in some sort of way, which I'm sure he will, then I know he's going to be playing a lot of huge minutes for Coach Calipari. But, you know, in that first game, he was making some first game rookie mistakes that made you kind of scratch your head. I mean, this man was throwing elbows out there, hanging on the rim. He got a flagrant foul, a technical foul. So hopefully he gets all that stuff straight. But nonetheless, though, I think the rotations for you know, from Coach Calipari, this is going to be something to really take a look at for the remainder of the season. I'm telling you, bro, this is going to be the most important thing that I feel like really makes this team, or that's actually going to break this team moving forward, because this team is just super deep, like I said. So this is something that Coach Cal is definitely going to have to really figure out. Now, another thing real quick, another thing that I really want to touch upon is definitely the consistency factor when it comes to this blue blood Kentucky team. Like, can they close out games without giving their opponent the opportunity to actually come back? Because in this game against Georgia, bro, I know people will probably look at the score and probably think this was like a close game, but no, bro, Kentucky was literally up by close to 30 points. I think they were like up by like 28, but damn near 30 points in this game versus Georgia. And we have to give a quick shout out to Jabri Abdur-Rahim. That kid is tough, bro. I think he finished with 34 points, 50% shooting from 3, 7 for 14. Like, that kid is one of the best 3-point shooters in college basketball. And if they gave him the ball a lot more, this could have been a very interesting game. But back to the main point. I mean, I think Kentucky, like, they just cannot have games like this where they're up big, they have a great first half, and in the second half, they just poop it, bro. That just cannot happen. Like in March Madness, teams are gonna fight the entire 40 minutes, and you just can't lose your poise. You can't think you've already won the game. You sealed the game up, because it was getting interesting, and they were making a lot of mistakes, throwing ill-advised passes, getting turnovers and whatnot. So Kentucky's gonna have to do this and play very good for 40 minutes for 6 games straight in the March Madness tournament. And it really doesn't matter how talented you are, especially when it comes to college basketball. In March Madness, bro, if you have the heart, if you're going to show up to play on your specific game day, it's really going to come down to who wants it more at the end of the day. So I know I've been talking about the talent with this team, and I know we've seen the potential with this team overall as a unit, but they just have to be more consistent throughout the game, not really make those mistakes. And I think this team can definitely be one of the bigger favorites to win the March Madness tournament. I mean, the fact that Robert Dillingham, he only finished with like 2 points in this game, bro. He had a pretty bad game, and they were still up by 28 plus points in this game. DJ Wagner is starting to show up, and we got to clap it up for him, bro. 18 points, 10 assists in this game. Like, DJ has definitely been improving a whole lot better these past few games, and he's a guy that we definitely have to give credit to, because he's been a huge vital piece in these past few games. Obviously, we're still waiting for Justin Edwards, but at this point, it like doesn't even matter if he plays good. All he needs to do is hit 2 threes in the game, get a few steals, get a few blocks, and that's good. And I still think Justin Edwards is going to be a good player, but he may not even need to do that on this team, bro. This team is loaded, so maybe we need to take a step back when it comes to our expectations with Justin. But I mean, overall, bro, this Kentucky team is going to be something to watch and a team to watch throughout the rest of the season. But like I said, bro, it's really going to be on those rotations that's going to make this team or break this team. But let me know down below what you guys think about this Kentucky team. Do you think they're the favorites with Big Z coming back? Let me know your honest thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.